Assalamu alaikum students, how are you today? I want to explain two things today. The first one is reference management, how you manage your references, and then I will also address how to do the in-text citation. So reference management is a very important topic, especially when you're writing some research paper and you're working on some assignment or you're writing some report or anything. So it's very important to manage your references. So I will explain it today. So there are few softwares I can introduce it here. The first one is EndNote, that is IBM product, and that is easy to handle, and you can actually you can manage your references with the help of EndNote software. It's you can purchase this software for maybe $100 to $120. It's around that price, and it's a top software in the market, and you can actually easily manage everything. You can handle all your academic stuff with the help of EndNote. So if you go online and write EndNote, you will get to their website. Here's the website. If you it's a 30-day trial, or if you don't want to purchase it and you have already done with your research paper or proposal, and what you can do, you can just download the trial version and you can finalize your paper or proposal, and that's it. You don't need to purchase the whole software. But if you want to work on this in the future, that it's very important to have a reference management software on your desktop. And the good thing about this software is that you can keep all your references online, and you can actually keep you can download those references from office, from university, or from home, wherever you are working on some report, paper, or anything. So it's very handy as well. So that's the top software I wanted to introduce you. So there are other software as well, and since I was using EndNote during my PhD research, so that's why I introduce it to you. The other softwares I want to mention is Mandalay, which is also which is free product, and that also provides you option to keep all your references online, because they also offer online version as well. So if you lose any data from your computer, you can quickly go online and open your online account and download all the stuff on your computer and start working quickly and easily. Here's the Mandalay website, and while it's opening, I can introduce you to another software which is Zotero. Zotero is also a free product, and all these three software are very similar to each other. If you have learned one of them, if you have learned, for example, EndNote, how to use EndNote, then you can easily manage Zotero and Mandalay, both software, apart from EndNote. So just learn one software. Like I will give you some introduction to EndNote today. So after this introduction, you can easily handle Zotero and Mandalay. Zotero is pretty new to this field, but Mandalay is quite old, and similarly EndNote is also very old software. Okay, so just try to learn it, and if you have any confusion, you can go online and you can consult with YouTube tutorials of these software. It's very easy to understand, very easy to handle, and they are very user friendly. Like they give you access to so many resources, so many online resources, and if you download any one of them, you can easily handle your references on your computer. So I'm opening the Zotero website for you so that you can actually see the actual software, not actual software, but the website of software from where you can download this software. Okay, so this is Zotero website, and as you can see that Zotero is a free, easy to use tool to help you collect, organize, cite and share research. And they have versions for Mac, Windows and Linux as well. The other software also have versions for Mac, Windows and Linux, and they have improved it a lot. I still remember when I was writing my dissertation, I was using Mac at that time. So when I started using EndNote with Mac, it gave a lot of errors, and it had system conflict. So it messed up my all references. I had to figure it out by moving from Mac to Windows at that time. So that was the main reason today I'm telling you today that why I moved from Windows to Mac to Windows. So anyway, I'm moving again towards Mac because I'm doing a lot of work on media. So Mac is good for media. Okay, so these three products I will introduce you to EndNote before going ahead. So I will cover how to download references, and I will give few examples as well. So first, I will go to Google Scholar. Just open Google Scholar and write any name of book or journal you can remember or you want to cite. For example, usually I actually give book to my research methods students, the social research methods by Alan Bryman. So here's the book, as you see, Social Research Methods, Alan Bryman, 2016. I will open my EndNote. I will tell you how to give the citation in EndNote, and for this I will give you a few examples as well. Let me write something for you. If you want to give reference of any person, any author, there are different ways of doing that, and these software handle this issue in a very good way. So let me write something for you, and then I will give reference, and I will tell you how to do this index citation. Okay, there is a delay in video and my sound. I don't know what's wrong with it today, so please bear with me. So I think before going ahead, I will give you an overview of EndNote software. This is EndNote. So I will briefly and quickly go through the main procedure, criteria or functionality of EndNote so that you know how it works. So this is the main window of EndNote. All references come into this space and you can see a lot of references are already there because I was working on different projects and different papers or something like that. This is I downloaded again after a long time because I was using this in university, and since university is closed because of this pandemic situation. So this is the main library. When you create the first library, the default place of library is documents in any computer. And in this section you can create different groups. All references come under one group that is called all references. That's the default group, and under this group you can see sync status, recently add and stuff like that, and there are other groups as well. So you can create a group of with the name of your dissertation or something like that. I created these groups. For example, this PhD dissertation group, I have saved all my references. I managed all my references here. So you can do this as well. You can actually create a group and then you can drag all your references in that group, because one person work in different ways and on different projects. So you can sort out your groups. So go to groups and you can create groups from there easily. Okay, in the reference section you can create a new reference. You can sort out your references. So I will tell you how to create a new reference. So there are two ways of creating new reference. The first one is manual from here, and the other one is through internet. You can directly download your reference from internet. So first I will go with the manual process. So when you click on new reference, this window will open, and then go to reference type. This small window gives you a lot of option to choose the reference type. This from book, blog, art, dataset, figures, equation, file or broadcast, generic, grant, journal article, maps, whatever you want to cite, gives you so many options to do that. Okay, just choose the right one for you, and let's start with the book. Let's start with the same book, and I will create the reference manually. Okay, so if you search for social research methods on Google, it gives you information about the publisher and writer and the year of publication, the place of publication, everything. And I have saved this book on my computer, so I will open it from there. So let me open it from Equal University folder. Here is the book. All right. So the author of this book is Alan Bryman. The title of book is Social Research Methods, and it's a 4th edition, and it's published by Oxford University Press. And if you go further down, you can see a lot more information about this book. So this book is published by Oxford University Press, and the place of publication is New York. And this is the 4th edition, published in 2012. So I will go back to my reference, and then I will write the author name, which is Alan Bryman. And the right way of writing the author name is the last name, comma, the first name. Okay, I will write the last name, Bryman, and then comma, and then the first name is Alan. So the full name is Alan Bryman. The year of publication is 2012. The title of the book is Social Research Methods, and I will write that's a test reference just for example. Then place of publication is New York. The publisher name is Oxford University Press. There are a lot more options, and you can fill as much as you can. And then you can close this window. Don't close the whole software, just close this window and press save, yes. And you can see that this reference comes under recently added folder or group. If you see this, okay, here is our reference. And on the right side, you can see all the labels are there, all the fields, and you can make any changes from here as well. And one more thing I want to mention here, that you can actually attach the file. If you have the soft copy of the book, you can or maybe your article, whatever it is, so you can attach that here. So maybe next time if you try to open it and you forget where you have already saved it, so instead of going here and there searching for the book or article, just save that or attach that book in your EndNote with your reference. So maybe next time when you open it, when you want to read something from this book or article, you can easily go there and you can actually open it while remaining inside the EndNote. That's very easy. Okay, so you can open it like clicking on this arrow button, and here you go, the book is open. Oh, sorry, all right. So I will create a group where I will save all these I will create a group set. Social research methods, maybe research methods. So you can also create a group here, small maybe group set, and then you can create group under that group set. Research methods and skills course. So what you can do, you can drag your reference from recently added to your newly created group, and you will bring or keep all your references in this group. That's how you manage your references. Okay, so the another way of creating a reference is to go online. For example, this is Google Scholar, and you can see there are few icons. This is the book you want to cite, and under this book you can see few icons, star, and then this one here, the cite. So I will click on cite icon. When you will click, a small window will open, and there are 5 different ways of giving the reference: MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, or Vancouver. So since you will use APA style, but you will not copy this section, you will just download the file. So available formats are BibTeX, EndNote, RefMan, and RefWorks. You will click on EndNote because you want to open it with EndNote, and the whole file will open, and it will give you option to open with, and you will select EndNote if not selected. It's already selected, so I click on EndNote, and here you go. The whole reference is downloaded on my EndNote that is installed on my desktop. So this is the newly imported reference. I will drag that reference to my group, which I have already created for this purpose. So as you can see that there are 2 references with the same name. The first one we created manually, the second one we downloaded from Google Scholar. All right. So that's how you download any reference from Google Scholar. So let me show you how you can download reference from other sources. For example, if you go to JSTOR and search for something related to your research, for example, just write social research methods, and you will see a lot of journal articles, books, and reviews, or so many things. You can refine the search by clicking on the left side. If you need some journals or you need some books or anything, you can select them from there, and you can refine your research or your search. Anyway, let's download citation for some anything. So on the right side you can see options for download PDF, save this article, or cite this item. So you will click on cite this item. When you will click on cite this item, a small window will open, just like it was in Google Scholar, but it's a little bit lengthy than that. And it also gives you option for copy citation for MLA, APA, Chicago, but at the same time it gives you option to export citation. So you will choose one of them, that is Ris File. You need to export a Ris file, and it gives you, Ris File is very generic file. It gives you option for EndNote, Reference Manager, Zotero and Mandalay. All these softwares you can use this Ris File. So it also gives you option to open with. So you will choose EndNote. Just search for EndNote. Here is EndNote. Press OK, and then press OK again. And it has imported one more reference from JSTOR. As you see, this comes under imported references. Just drag it to your group. So now you can see there are 3 references. The one we have created manually, the other 2 are downloaded references from different sources. So there are so many other databases and journals from where you can download actually references directly to your software. Okay. Now let's see how to cite a reference. So I will give you example how to cite a reference. For example, if you want to cite this sentence, which we have claimed that this was written by Alan Bryman, and Alan Bryman thinks that most of qualitative researchers prefer to conduct in-depth interviews for their researches. So as you see the EndNote link on the top, just click on it and go to your EndNote software and just select the reference you want to give. So I will select Alan Bryman, and I will go back to MS Office. And now I will go on the top left side, it says insert citation. So I will select that, and then I will click on insert selected citation. Okay. So click on insert selected citation. It gives you not only the in-text citation but also makes a reference, full bibliography of that reference, that book. So here you go, I have clicked and it has given the in-text citation as well as made the bibliography reference of that book. So EndNote is very smart. It will search for the title references or bibliography, and if you have given the title of references or bibliography, EndNote will make bibliography under that title, whether it's on page 1 or page 20 or page 50. It will search for these titles and it will create a bibliography under these titles wherever they are. So make sure to make these titles on appropriate place. So I will do it again just to give you the reference, give you the example. I will give the reference again. I will insert the citation, and if you see, it has given the bibliography under the title of reference. Okay. Okay, the other way of citing the same author, is by calling the name. For example, currently we are just stating his thoughts that most of qualitative researchers prefer to conduct in-depth interviews for their researches, and it was from Alan Bryman. The other way of citing the author is to call directly his name or her name. For example, we can say Bryman thinks or believes that most of qualitative researchers prefer to conduct in-depth interviews for their researches. Okay, when you call author's name, you can actually give the reference as well. So I will give the reference again. I will cite the person and I will remove the manual name. And now if you right click on the reference, it gives you option to edit the citation, and there is an option for displaying name out of brackets. And if you click display author and year, it gives you this reference. So this is the right way of calling the author in APA style. So most of students make mistakes. You know, they put author name and year in brackets while calling the name. So don't do that. This is the right way of giving reference at the end, but this is the right way of giving reference in the beginning. So if you are calling the author name in the beginning, just write here that he thinks or she believes or she narrates or she states or he states or whatever. Then you must write author's name out of brackets and then year of publication inside the bracket. But if you are just stating his thoughts, and then you can give the full reference inside the brackets, and you can change the reference style easily by going this menu. You can change it from APA to Chicago Manual or author date or any other style. There are so many other styles available, but currently we're using APA style only. Okay, so most of the social sciences people, they use APA style. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and I hope this has given you an idea how to use EndNote. And similarly, if you want to use any other software like Zotero or Mandalay, you can do that easily, and they are available free of cost. But if you still want to use EndNote, you can purchase it from internet. Okay, so that's it for today. And if you have any question regarding EndNote, just let me know. I will definitely address that. And if you can use this in not only in social research methods, you can use it in any other course, you know. So this is really handy and really useful software. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, just let me know, and take care of yourself, and stay safe, stay at home, and see you next time, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.